What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Rocky Top Brett here, Rocky Top Traveler, and back at Spring Hill Cemetery. Been here before. I have actually two videos of famous graves and noses itching, and I will put either a link in the description below, or it'll be one of the videos after this video that you can click on and watch or whatnot. But back here to show you two more graves. One of them has been here for quite a while, didn't even know she was here. And then the other one, she passed away in last year, late last year. So we're gonna see the graves of Jeannie Seely, and I can't remember her name, but it was Col.Tom Parker's first wife. She's buried here at Spring Hill Cemetery as well. So we're gonna check those two graves out. Yeah, here we go. So we're looking for the grave or the niche of Jeannie Seely, and I believe it's going to be right over here. Right here. Jeannie Seely Ward, Miss Country Soul, Grand Ole Opry legend, July 6, 1940, August 1st, 2025. And beside her is her husband, Eugene Mose Ward, September 28, 1932, December 13th, 2024. And then beside her on the other side is her sister, Mary Lou Seely Lang, January 2nd, 1932, September 7th, 2008. So Miss Jeannie Seely, she was a singer and a songwriter, a record producer, a Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, record producer, author, actress. She was born in Titusville, Pennsylvania. She was raised on a farm near Townville, Pennsylvania. She was known as Miss Country Soul. She began singing at the age of 11, appearing on local radio and television stations. After graduating high school in 1958, she worked as a bank stenographer and secretary while taking night courses at the American Banking Institute. In 1961, she moved to California, realizing she wanted to be in the music business. She took a secretarial job at Imperial Records just to get her foot in the door. While there, she began writing songs, which would be recorded by such artists such as Connie Smith, Donnie West, and Norma Jean. It was her songwriting that led to her first recording contract in 1964. She made the move to Nashville in 1965 after encouragement from Donnie West and Hank Cochran, and was hired to replace Norma Jean on the Porter Wagoner Show. In 1966, she recorded Don't Touch Me, written by her future husband, Hank Cochran. The couple would marry in 1969, but their marriage ended in divorce 10 years later in 1979. She would then marry Nashville attorney Gene Ward in 2010, and that's who is beside her right there. They were married for almost 15 years until his death in 2024. Don't Touch Me climbed to number 2 on the U.S. Hot Country Singles Chart and led to her receiving the Grammy Award for Best Female Country Vocal Performance at the 9th Annual Grammy Awards in 1967. Shortly after that, she was invited to become a member of the Grand Ole Opry. In 1970, she formed a successful duet partnership with Jack Green, which would last for about 12 years. Then from 1972 to 1975, they were nominated 4 times for the Vocal Duo of the Year by the Country Music Association. During her career of over 60 years, she released 17 studio albums, 4 compilation albums, and 36 singles. In 2018, she received a star on the Music City Walk of Fame right here in Nashville. And in 2019, she received an honorary degree from Lincoln Memorial University in Tennessee. In 2024, the interchange at the Briley Parkway exit to the Grand Ole Opry House was renamed the JEANNIE SEELY Interchange. JEANNIE SEELY performed at the Grand Ole Opry 5,381 times, more than any other artist in the history of the Opry. And I remember listening to her many, 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 many times on the Grand Ole Opry. Yep, and that's true right there. She was a Grand Ole Opry legend, absolutely. So, Miss JEANNIE SEELY and her sister Mary Lou and her husband Eugene Mose. So just to kind of give you an idea where Seely and Miss Parker are, so right here is Miss JEANNIE SEELY, and in the other mausoleum over there is where Miss Parker is buried, and we're gonna go over there and see her grave. Here is the grave of Marie Frances Parker, May 18th, 1901, November 25th, 1986. So Miss Marie Frances Parker, she was the wife of Col.Tom Parker, died at their Palm Springs, California residence on Tuesday, November 25th, after a long illness. And she's buried right here. It says Elvis often called her Mrs. Parker, Aunt Marie, during the years that Col.Tom Parker was his manager while she was living. In the early years of Presley's career, Mrs. Parker often was in charge of concert ticket sales. She also handled ticket sales for Eddie Arnold when Parker was Arnold's manager as well. And she has a son that passed away, and he's buried in Florida. So, sorry, my phone's all over the place. She's kind of, just give you an idea where she's at. She's 1, 2, 3, 4. She's 4 up. She's right there. So, Col.Tom Parker's first wife, he actually had a good relationship with her even after the divorce. And she stayed with him, and he took care of her and everything while she was ill till her death. All right, now here's another thing that's kind of interesting. If you notice, it's one big slab. So if it was just going to be her, maybe it would have just been one and then another individual one right there. But it's actually one big slab. So why was that? I don't know. Where is Col.Tom Parker buried? Well, he's not buried. He was actually cremated. And nobody knows where his remains are. His second wife was also cremated. And her burial details are unknown as well. So could he be in that slot beside her? His remains? Maybe he was put in with her right there. I have no idea. I do know that his ashes supposedly were sent to Memphis to some funeral home there, and from there nobody knows where they're at. So I have no idea, but she is buried right here. Colonel, he might be there, never know, or he might be there, or he might be somewhere in Memphis, or he might be buried in Vegas where he lived. I have no idea. But that is his first wife. This is the Veterans Memorial here at Spring Hill Cemetery. And it is a windy day. You see those flags, they standing out. Straight out. And over there across the street from this cemetery is the National Cemetery. You see all of the white headstones over there. That is a big cemetery as well. Tells about the flag, Old Glory. July 4th is right around the corner. Got some birds out there. Hitchcock would be proud. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for this one. Short video, just 2 graves here at Spring Hill that I was going to show you. But there is a lot of famous graves here, so check out the 2 videos that I've made in years past, and appreciate you watching them. Appreciate you watching this one. I hope you like them. I hope you like this one. And until next time, be nice, stay humble, and make somebody smile. You never know what they're going through. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. And good night.